Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Good afternoon. Osimhen is now Arteta's priority forward, according to sources that we've gone ahead to get. Smash like button, comment, and share. If you're only watching us from the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name. How are you guys? And I hope you're really having a very good day. We are left with just 23 subscribers to clock 30,200 subscribers. So please continue subscribing, because the more you subscribe, the more will obviously, or the earlier will obviously clock 40,000 subscribers. And in here, as we speak right about now, we are doing well. And after subscribing, endeavor to hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I put a video onto a beautiful channel. Now, yesterday night, I came up with a video of Victor Osimhen, right, to Arsenal. And now, we do have another credible journalist. By the way, he has been quoted by many, and he goes by names of Sebastian Dennis, and he has something important that Arsenal fans that have always gone ahead to ask me about Victor Osimhen, you need to really pay a lot of attention to detail. So that's that Victor Osimhen is now the top priority request from Mikel Arteta. With Arsenal convinced they can seal a deal before the transfer window closes. Galatasaray have not set a price for the player, but hope to recoup their initial 70 million euro investment. Now, Arteta has made a top priority request of a forward right now, and it's all about Victor Osimhen. And we all know why he's obviously turning heel. You know why? Because Arteta wanted Julian Alvarez, but Julian Alvarez deal looks like every other day that passes by, it's becoming very, 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 it's becoming an impossibility, and Arteta weighing through, he's like, it might not obviously come to pass. So if it might not come to pass, then what am I expected to do as a manager? I think as a manager, I should obviously look out for options. And indeed, he has started looking out for options, and Victor Osimhen is now his priority request to come in through and really be that forward in there for him that the world will obviously appreciate in there. And one thing you have to admit about this kind of search is that this is a more proven striker than Julian Alvarez. He's a more proven striker than Julian Alvarez. You understand? So, by so doing, the club of Arsenal has obviously gone ahead to obviously accept what the manager is calling in for, because when the manager delivers a trophy, the best to do is to obviously offer him what he wants, because Ferguson said the best time to improve is when you are at your best. And now Arsenal is at its best. They won the Premier League. They're the reigning champions. They are Champions League finalists there for you. So that's the best time for them to improve, because they are at their best. And by the way, it's really going to be hard for anyone to come out and really predict the favorites to win the league when it's not Arsenal. Let's all admit. So, Arsenal want to complete the deal before the summer transfer window. And you know very well that today is 16th, meaning that we're left with 16 days, 2 weeks and 2 days to see to it that we come to the closure of all this. You understand? And now, Galatasaray invested 70 million euros in Victor Osimhen as they are signing him from a team known as Napoli, and they want obviously recoup it back. But Arsenal, I think they are willing to spend 100 million euros on a player, and they wanted to spend it on Julian Alvarez. Things went ahead, obviously go stagnant. By the way, for Alvarez, they're even willing to go 20 million more to take it 120 million euros. That failed. For Vinicius Jr., they are willing to even pay 150 to 170 million euros. That is the club of Arsenal. And that is how they've gone ahead, obviously put in their shift. So as it stands right now, here onto the Rokani Media Football, Arsenal paying 100 million euros for Victor Osimhen won't be anything big for them, because the striker they went ahead to obviously bring in for some huge amount of money, that is Gyökeres. Gyökeres transfer fee to the club of Arsenal. Arsenal invested invested almost 65, but the deal goes to around 75 million euros. That's what Arsenal went ahead to invest for Victor Gyökeres. So if you invested 75 million euros in Victor Gyökeres, who is nowhere near Victor Osimhen when it comes to class and all what he has gone ahead to achieve and do, why don't you spend 100 million euros? With how the market has gone ahead to obviously fluctuate, then if Arsenal can't spend that amount of money, they're not ready to obviously be or defend the league. So I think Victor Osimhen is more of a fit in the club of Arsenal, and he represents huge ambition for the club of Arsenal to obviously come out and really put in a very huge pedal onto the foot to see to it that they go ahead and obviously make these things happen. So as it stands, Osimhen is wanted by Arteta, and as I told you yesterday, from the sum of 2023, Arsenal have always gone ahead to really show interest in Victor Osimhen, and even his agents were at the Sobo Harriet Training Center, I think in the summer of 2023. That is it. So Arteta is requesting for Osimhen as his priority signing. This time round, looks like they're diverging from the deal of a guy called, he's called who? He's called Julian Alvarez. That was so much sounding in there for you. So wait and see what other stories of Victor Osimhen will obviously show up. Now, today Arsenal is playing Man City, but there are certain things that you need to know from Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca has gone ahead to choose his captain at Man City, and he told us, at the moment, it's Ruben and Erling Haaland. I want to wait until the end of the transfer window and then pick two more. Erling is the only one captain allowed to celebrate if he scores. Ruben has shown at this club how good he is, a player, in terms of leadership. It's important for the captains that they understand the reason why they are captains. Their captain is because I expect more from them, not because I give them more freedom or more advantages. It's the opposite. The leadership group are the ones that have to show more and give more in all moments. So today, we expect Ruben Diaz to march out of the tunnel when he's the captain, or with the captain armband. He's now the new skipper for the citizens in there for you. So that is Man City for you, and that's why they've gone ahead, obviously come up and really understand the beauty of this. So the captains are those. Now, on Elliot Anderson's best position, because people have always gone ahead to ask themselves, what is the best position for Elliot Anderson? You understand? Now, the manager of Man City, who replaced Pep Guardiola, has told us that it's holding midfielder. He can also be an attacking midfielder. He's young, so you can help him to improve as a 6. You can help him to improve as an 8, arriving in the box. At Forest, he was playing next to Sangare. With England, he was playing next to Rice. 2 physical players next to him. I also think in some games, he doesn't need a physical player next to him. Depends on the game plan and the other team. I prefer players that can play in different positions. The good about Elliot is he can play as a 6 and an 8. He's good in all positions he plays in. Now, I think City had anticipated that Rodri is not going to renew his contract. That's why they went ahead to spend big on this guy, £116 million, because they knew that they needed some good quality player to replace him. And I tell you, in him, they really got a very good player. Let's admit. They got a very, very good player in him. And, you know, sometimes you are envious about teams like this, you know, because for me, I support Man United. But if your club cannot obviously go ahead and compete for big players, then why be envious? Why be envious? You just have to face reality and really understand that indeed they've gone ahead, obviously put out a huge statement that maybe my team has failed to go ahead and obviously put out. So that is the manager of Man City, and that's what I was going to say about Elliot Anderson. And today, I know he's part of the squad that is going to travel at the Millennium Stadium to take part into this encounter. Now, as it stands right now, we wait. In the next 2 minutes, I think I'll obviously be live telling you exactly what lineup, what squad has Arteta gone ahead to obviously put out, you know. And I want to let you know that it is really very important to watch in and watch the space and what will obviously come out of this game of football, because this game is gonna set the tempo, is gonna set the narrative of what a club known as Arsenal and Man City are gonna be like this upcoming season that starts next weekend. Is it next Friday? Next Friday, that's when Arsenal is going to be playing their first game. And they'll present the Premier League trophy to their fans at the Emirates officially. That is Arsenal for you. Your reactions onto that are welcome in the comment section below. First video of the day coming in through. And I tell you, more is yet to come. The match day live, match reaction will all be here. Bye-bye.